Picture a sleek black limousine gliding through moonlit Soviet streets, tinted windows hiding something sinister inside. Commuters freeze as headlights sweep across empty sidewalks. A hush, a question, and then the scream. That's the legend of the Black Volga, a phantom vehicle said to stalk the Eastern Bloc in the 1960s and 70s. But was it a real threat, or just folklore spun into fear? Let's drive into the dark truth behind one of the most chilling Cold War urban legends. The Black Volga legend spread across Poland, Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, Hungary, and beyond. Stories describe a black GAZ-21 or GAZ-24 sedan, or sometimes even a limousine, usually with white curtains, white rims, or the number 666 on the license plate. Witnesses claimed it rolled into poor neighborhoods or near schools late at night, with darkened windows and an eerie silence. The driver, often unseen, would ask passers-by the time. Those who answered were said to vanish without a trace. In some versions, the driver told the victim they would die exactly 1 day later unless they replied with the phrase, "It is God's time." Only then would the vehicle vanish without harm. This chilling interaction became one of the many strange threads tying the stories together. So where did this terrifying tale come from? One possible origin lies in the real Soviet secret police, organizations like the NKVD and the KGB, who were known to use Black Volga cars for covert operations. These vehicles were rarely seen by ordinary citizens and were usually associated with high-ranking officials or moments of fear. The image of the Black Volga became a visual symbol of authority, danger, and the unknown. There were indeed reports of real disappearances. Families recalled loved ones last seen near unfamiliar cars. In Poland during the 1950s, hundreds of children disappeared without explanation, and urban legends tied those vanishings to sinister vehicles offering rides or asking for help. Whether or not these were linked to real crimes, the public fear was deeply rooted. As the years passed, the legend of the Black Volga grew darker. Some versions claimed the driver wasn't human at all. Some said it was the devil himself. Others whispered of vampires, satanic priests, or cult members driving through cities and abducting victims for blood rituals. A particularly disturbing variation claimed that the victims were used for illegal organ harvesting to help sick elites in foreign countries. In more occult versions of the tale, the car itself was cursed or alive. People believed that simply hearing the wrong phrase could mark them for death. Only those who knew the divine answer could be spared. This eerie test of faith blended religious anxiety with Cold War paranoia in a way that resonated with many across Eastern Europe. Folklorists argue that the legend reflected the collective trauma of life under authoritarian rule. The black car wasn't just a scary story, it was a metaphor for unchecked power. In many ways, the Volga represented the looming fear of a knock at the door, or in this case, a car pulling up beside you in the dead of night. It symbolized how quickly a person could vanish without explanation or justice. Interestingly, some researchers suggest that certain governments may have even encouraged the myth to keep citizens afraid, quiet, and compliant. After all, what better way to deter curiosity or resistance than with a story that said danger could come at any time, for any reason? As newer car models replaced the Volga, the story didn't die. It simply adapted. In later years, rumors emerged about black BMWs or Mercedes sedans, playing similar roles in disappearances. The vehicle may have changed, but the fear remained the same. So what are we really dealing with? An urban legend fueled by paranoia or a masked reality? There's no documented evidence of demonic drivers or supernatural powers at work, but the political backdrop of Cold War repression, the real histories of forced disappearances, and the public's fear of the unknown provided a fertile ground for the myth to grow. It's not hard to believe that in a society where people often vanished for speaking the wrong words, the idea of a cursed car became a powerful symbol. One case, however, gave the legend a modern twist. In the early 2000s, a Belarusian serial killer named Yuri Kurilsky was reported to use a Black Volga to abduct his victims. Though unrelated to the original myth, it reignited the association between that iconic car and death. Reality once again fed back into the legend. Today, the Black Volga remains a haunting reminder of a past filled with fear, silence, and secrets. Its story continues to spread on internet forums, podcasts, and videos like this one, not just because it's scary, but because it echoes something very real. The fear of being powerless against unseen forces. Let us know in the comments. Do you think the Black Volga was a real omen from a dark power, or just folklore spun into fear? If you found this video intriguing, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more mysteries from around the world. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified about our latest videos.